Hello everybody, Ray Reese here, Reese's Masterpieces. Today is another floor video because I am flipping tired. I am too tired to cuss. But I just got done teaching 2 cardio kickboxing classes, which I love. I am very thankful to be able to do that, but I am exhausted. It's been a long couple of weeks. I have been very fortunate to have been able to sub and teach a bunch of places. So I guess I'm, happy, hashtag blessed. So yeah, I've been teaching, been tired. I'm gonna be more tired because I got more teaching to come this week. It's Valentine's Day, so I gotta keep this short because actually for the first time in several years, I've got stuff to do on Valentine's. Nothing major, but nah, it's nothing major. It's nothing major. But that reminds me, while I don't have anything particular to talk about fitness-wise today, I don't really have any progress reports, progress updates, but the Valentine's Day thing did remind me, because actually I was asked recently what my physical preferences were for women. Now, before I answer that, before I give you my answer to that, I want to state that, even though I am a hetero male, this post or comment isn't meant to be exclusionary. I believe that it should be applicable to whether you're male, female, non-binary, transitioning, trans, hetero, gay, any asexual, pansexual, bi, I think that this should apply. While I have my preferences for what I like to look at, I want to be clear that my preferences are my own. My preferences for what I like to look at should not dictate what you need to look like. It's just what it is. I favor certain things. I like a wide variety of things. I like a lot of people, I dig curves, but I also dig strength. I would say that your looks are the bait, but your personality is the hook. And so being 43, I've begun placing more emphasis on the latter. But above all, regardless of my preferences, if we're talking about physiques, I have my preferences. Again, I have what I like to look at. But I think what is most important is that you are functional and that you are taking care of yourself. And that's the most attractive thing. I find, somebody that goes to the gym at all, that watches what they eat at all, that isn't quote unquote letting themselves go. I think that's the sexiest thing. The person that takes care, you don't have to be a fitness model, but I mean, there's some folks out there I know that are, that, you know, don't necessarily fit the whatever the conventional standards of beauty. A couple of folks on my friends list, they look pretty good. You know, he tried to be like one of those Facebook creeps and be like, hey, when's your next show? But again, what's most important is that, I'll say this to my clients, of all ages, but particularly I've had, you know, some young girls that were my clients. Say what's most important is that you are happy, you are healthy, and that you are having fun. And as we get older, that fun should morph and grow to functionality. And that's gonna be the most important thing when you're in your later years. You know, when you get to be Grandma Alice's age of like 85, and you have the same level of functionality as anybody literally half her age, which would be 42 and a half, because I'm 43, and I'm trying to keep up with her gray granny butt, you know. But anyway, be healthy. Be healthy, be happy, okay? Don't worry about as much what you look like, because if you are taking care of yourself, what you look like will be indicative of that. You know, you will have, there's incidental looks. If you're working hard, it's gonna show. I mean, that's what we are generally attracted to anyway. You know, we tend to be, you know, if we look at somebody who has muscles, we're tending to say, oh, that person looks strong. That person looks functional. That person looks like they would be productive. They could get a lot of work done. And, you know, that's been sort of how it has been through time as we evolved. You know, if you had an X and a Y chromosome, muscles were great because you could build stuff and kill stuff and family protect, right? If you had two X chromosomes and you had curves, then you give mini baby and give much food, right? Whatever. But either way, throughout history, generally speaking, strength has been revered on either side or in between. Like nobody has said, you know what I want? You know what we could use right now? A weak motherfucker. That's what we could use right now. We could use some emaciated, you know, non-functioning, low range of motion, completely energy depleted. And I should be specific. I do want to be very clear. I am not trying to shame anybody. I'm not trying to, I know that I just made some jokes that hinted at perhaps some body types, but I will say, if you are struggling with body image, if you're struggling with just any types of eating disorders, I am not at all trying to make you more self-conscious. You are just as valuable as anybody else. But I still want you to be happy and healthy, emphasis on healthy, and I want you to take care of yourself. So I'm more than open, more than willing to offer some advice. If you don't want any advice, I'm more than willing to listen. But regardless, you know, but getting back to that society, that strength has usually been, you know, hey, right? And that manifests itself in different ways and in different body types. But regardless, you know, I want you to love yourself. I want you to love yourself. I want you to take care of yourself. And that's another video for a different day, talking about what does that look like? What does loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves look like? But again, that's a whole other day. Remember, be happy, be healthy, have fun, and hopefully that'll translate to having functionality. And yeah, you know, just have a wonderful week, a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and a happy Valentine's Day. All right? So, Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. Take care. Bye-bye.